Azra Samji. I graduated with my MBA in 2021 from the Schulich School of Business, and I currently work at Lululemon as an Inclusion, Diversity, Equity, and Action Manager. I actually have a degree in elementary education, so I had plans to become an elementary school teacher. That didn't end up happening. I ended up working in government and public policy. I chose the Schulich MBA because it came with a little bit of a different spin than a traditional MBA program. So there was still that emphasis on what did it look like to really come out as a strong business leader, but I also saw that focus on that triple bottom line. It didn't hurt that it was the best MBA program at the time, so it was also a draw for me as well. I mean, coming into the Schulich School of Business as a non-business person was terrifying. I was terrified. And when I came in, I think the first person I talked to also came from a background in nonprofits. And so immediately it was a moment of pause and a moment of like, oh, okay, this is a little different. This means that I actually have a space here. And then in classes, it was actually something that I found that colleagues were looking for, professors were looking for. It wasn't just what's your typical answer, but who else has life experience that they can bring into this area? Where do we have the ability to challenge some of the ways that we're thinking about things? So the Graduate Business Council is the master's level students union. It's a group of students that come together each year. There's a new executive that's appointed, but it's a group of students that really come together with the objective of improving the overall student experience. I ended up on the MBA Games team, had a little bit of exposure to the world of the GBC through that. Was on the case team, got to know a few people and realized that the chance to run for GBC and then to lead the GBC was a really special opportunity because it made me able to kind of connect with everyone, and not just our MBA program perhaps, but all of the breadth of master's programs that exist here, but also to think about what needed to happen next. So I have a really cool job. I work for Lululemon. I work for the IDEA, so Inclusion, Diversity, Equity, and Action team at Lululemon. There's a couple of things that I work on in my day-to-day. So one is really about what does it look like to improve the overall employee experience? How do you make that sense of inclusion, that sense of belonging in your everyday life as an employee? The second big part of my job is what does it look like from a guest experience? So when we have folks coming in, interacting with our brand, interacting with our stores, how do we make sure that that experience for them is as supportive and inclusive as possible and they really feel like they belong to something? You don't need to come from a traditional business background. You don't need to come from, a particular area or have particular connections. It's really all about the diversity that you bring to the table and what you can add to the program. And the program is stronger because of that diversity in the room.